Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. 2.2 is here. 2.2, 2.2, 2.2. 2.2, 2.2. Aku dah live ke? Okay, aku test. Aku dah live ke? Okay, alright. Okay, welcome. Selamat datang. Hari ni kita nak check it out sikit 2.2. Buat story lah, apa lagi Rasa macam ada mood pula nak buat story. Jom kita buat story. Okay. Adakah aku akan survive break meta 2.2? I don't even know. Sebab ni 2.2 adalah banner yang aku akan skip. Sebab aku dah tak ada resource. Walaupun dia tengah downloading resource. Okay. Aku tak ada resource. Resource tu maksudnya jade lah. Tak ada jade, makanya kita berhuhu je lah. Tapi aku still ada upload review Robin. Esok maybe aku release. Hari ni ada stream kan, so tak ada lah release video. Okay, let's see. Kita try demo Robin. Then apa ni, main story ya. Story macam biasa lah. Alright, Honkai Star Skip. Nanti aku pun akan tengok orang lain main juga. Jadi sama je lah Honkai Star Skip. Lama lah pula. Tadi aku dah ready download dah. Ya betul lah. Game restart. Gacha bang tak ada resource, tak ada jade. So tak gacha. Just nak main update je. Gacha enggak ada. Tak ada pun, tak best pun. Tak best pun, tak ada bukan. Aku memang tak ada resource, so tak boleh gacha. Oh dah habis dekat Akron. Sudah habis dekat Akron. Alright, the Great Train Robbery. Let's go. Ya, kita main demo dulu. Kita tengok demo apa benda ni. Battle Pass baru. Apa rasa? Right, Battle Pass baru. Banner baru. Okay. Battle Pass baru. Yo. Gila punya ni. Oh, dia simpan ni apa? Cloaky. Apa dia tadi tu? 5 ending in Cloaky Dream Joy Memoir. Okay. Right. Apa? Apa? Akron. Claim ini. And then ada Trailblaze mission yang tu. Oh ni yang baru. Okay. Alright, kena main mission dulu. Okay, mari kita tengok trial dulu. Okay, kita habiskan trial kecil-kecil dulu jap. Alright. Dapat free 10 pool. Dia kalau 10 pool free untuk apa? Aku selalu pool bila cukup untuk dapat karakter tu. Kalau pool 10 pool buat apa? Macam tak dapat kan? Yelah memanglah boleh dapat 10 pool. Tapi selalunya kalau ikut nasib aku tak dapat pun. Oh tak payahlah. Right. 10 pool tu boleh simpan untuk apa? Untuk next banner. Bukannya tu dapat 10 10 pool pun. Enemy data signet markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Tu tidak, rasanya tak perlu. Robby tak perlu pun tim aku. Tu takut. Sebab aku tak ada Aventurin pun. Kalau aku ada Aventurin, maybe lah aku macam nak pull lah Robby. Kau tak ada kan, so tak boleh buat apa lah. Hanya aku. Ni Zui ya, Zui. Zui dengan Hanya, yelah. Lupa pula. You could have surrendered. No amnesty for the master. Nice. Kenapa kau pull ke? Dapat. Siapa? Topaz. Aku rasa player baru apa ni? Better pull Topaz lah. And sebab sebab ada ratio Tapi Robin pun okey ke dia untuk follow up juga. Mana-mana boleh lah. Dua-dua kalau nak pull dua-dua susah sikit lah kan. Sebab apa? Sebab susah sikit lah sebab nak ada banyak takkan. Kalau kau nasib baik lah. Nasib baik okey lah. Tapi kalau dapat siapa yang dapat dua-dua memang sedap lah. Satu tim dah siap lah.
Still in denial. Recount.
Boom.
Let's make it quick.
I've no interest in conflict.
I shall be the judge.
Boom. Gacha Topaz. Sana. Aku tak ada resource. Kau ni faham tak faham? Aku dah start naik suara. Kau ni faham tak faham? Aku punya cakap lama tadi kan. Aku cakap aku tak ada resource. Aku tak ada jade. Lagi suruh aku pull pula. Bagi lah duit top up ni. Aku ada ID kan. Hantar kat aku. Terima kasih. Oh my god. This guy. So dumb.
Move carefully.
My turn.
Kalau aku chop duit tak apa lah. Kan?
Let's go. Try that again. You can't run.
You can run but you can hide.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Tak ada gacha-gacha. Stream tak ada gacha-gacha. Stream ni nak layan story je.
Rules are
Right.
made to be broken.
Too late to repent.
Aku dah puas bergacha.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Next patch 2.3. Alright 2.3 aku gacha kau okay? Dah ready dah. Dah ready dah saving. Dah pecahkan tabung lah.
Try that
2.3.
again.
2.2 kita relax lah. Sebab 2.1 kita dah bergacha kan. Bergacha kau. Dah pecah tabung lah 2.1. Pecah tabung Right. Ni semua karakter ni semua aku dah test dah. Masa aku Topaz semua dah. Obviously lah kan aku buat video test apa semua kan. Obviously. Video test Robin dah siap dah. Tapi malas nak publish time live stream. So esok je lah kot.
We're in trouble now.
Yo. Tinyun. Nama tak nampak Tinyun.
Let the valuation begin.
Yeah.
Who invited you? The market is unpriced.
Yo Asta pun lama tak nampak. Yep.
Tough luck running into me.
Ya. Topaz. Alright.
Here. You can't run.
Oh ya yeah, kan. Mas follow up juga kan.
Better cut our losses.
Lupa pula.
1,001
Buat follow up dia. Dia hyper carry. Ni team hyper carry lah kan.
Fight is one.
Buat Topaz ni.
Confiscated. The market is unpriced. Investing in victory means playing the long.
Kalau aku ada jade lama aku pull dia. Memang aku plan nak pull dia pun. Tapi apa ni pula.
Who will it be?
Terspend banyak sangat pula dekat 2.1.
Give these trailblazers your blessing.
So
My turn.
duk diam je lah ya. Dekat patch ni duk diam je lah. Jadi kayu je lah. Tak apa dia akan rerun. Dia akan rerun terlepas. Let's go. Kita dengar lagu. Kita punya idol. Tak adalah kita punya idol kan. Nampak macam lebih pula aku punya idol. Aku suka dia. Aku suka Robin ni. Dan aku takkan boring dengan lagu dia. Confirm takkan boring. Confirm. Alright. Apa Sushang bapak. What the heck.
Show begin. Show begin.
Kenapa aku tak boleh. Oh tak boleh swap. I see. Alright. Lupa pula. The show begin. Rise up into my world.
All together.
Ya awal-awal energy dia penuh lah kan. Okay, memang style lah dia ni. Right.
What are you looking at? Naughty child.
Tasha jalan, lepas tu kita naikkan balik. Woo! Rise up, oh,
Let me through.
wow. Renew. Masalah dia nyanyi dekat dalam menu ni pun nyanyi kak. Tak boleh belah. Berapa attack ni? Bapak banyak gila attack ni, 5,000. Build apa ni siap dengan Lycon Yalah tu. Oh dapat achievement lu biar lama. Oh my god, 5,000 5,000 apa nak kat 6,000 damage. So dia bagi berapa? 1,100 What the heck? No more time. Yep. Go.
Take this. Rise, Phoenix.
Susah terus function terus. Susah terus 49,000. Power gila Susah.
Do you know
So dia bagi follow up ni kan. Buff follow up Ya. Tengok 60k. Time tutul 60k tu. Into my world. Renew your definition. So high. Let it go. And hear my declaration. Kena bleed easy. Tu tak adalah highlight sangat. Tapi bolehlah ditunjukkan follow up attack apa semua. Alright. Masuk untuk sambung story. Apa benda pula message ni? Cloud Studio Customer Service. Untuk sambung story. Oh ni apa yang Cloud Studio ni? Okay. Maybe. Right. Ni apa benda? Okay. Surat. Ada surat. Selalunya mesti ada surat tu lah. Yeay. 600 stel aja. Boleh simpan untuk masa depan. Okay, apa lagi? Oh my god. Banyaknya. Leaving all behind, get ready now. Menggunakan Akron kita, kita akan menyelesaikan cerita ni. Apa ada tiba-tiba ada nombor ni? Oh ada nombor lah. Interesting. Yo, yang benda pula ni. Oh okay. Boss enemy. Oh ada boss pula. Start. Alah. Ada boss pula dah. The content berada dari face boss itu berada. Be sure to dodge this attack. Firing ada boss stone coin, deflect them back. Okay. Oh boleh tembak. Okay. Tembak lah. Kata tembak. Penipu punya game. Oh I see. Mana tembak? Oh dia kena dalam tempat tu. Okay faham. I see. So luar daripada tu tak boleh tembak. I see. Okay. Yep. Right, faham. Yang kan luar daripada ni boleh tembak. Tolong jangan ada mini game ni, dah penat. Malas nak main mini game ni. Gabut. Buat benda yang sama je. Ya. Aku benci kalau benda sama tu dia just tambahkan tu je. Right. Okay, ni boleh buat nanti. Okay. We don't care about that. Yeah. Sekejap. Oh, yelah kan. Great robbery. Charmony Festival. Sebelum konsert Robin.
Cody's Charmony Festival has
Yep.
entered its countdown phase, accompanied by Clocky's TikTok.
Yo, Burhil.
After 12 system hours,
Burhil.
this grand celebration
Hari ni
will
kita-
commence with
Allah,
much
hari ni kita dengar.
fanfare.
Allah. Hari ni kita dengar semua story.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy.
Fluffy.
I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice
Good
but to
heel,
resort
good
to
heel.
asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing,
Siapa
we'll
pull
also
Burhil?
have to remind you of its risks.
Apa tak cakap apa?
Hey, partner, what's with the
Burhil akan
hostility?
power creep.
I thought
Eh,
pulling this thing
Firefly
out
power
was
creep
just
Burhil.
a way of saying
Firefly
hello.
punya test pun mula keluar.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
Baby Beetle ni. Let's go.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a
Oh,
Galaxy
so
Ranger.
dia gang dengan Akron.
Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Prim. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the See the bullets in this gun. 9mm, an eternal.
Okay,
classic.
cowboy. Relax, cowboy.
I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes. So, you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger.
Model
Jade
Fajar.
Abacus of Ally and Oath.
Model fudger?
This
Carut.
is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Senjo Lofu's general. Is that enough?
Dia menyamar jadi ni
Bad kiddo. And across these
Menyamar
sprawling
jadi
stars,
aku.
a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of clout. Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown up. All right then. Feel free to toss any
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
All right then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Ah, my friend, this question is a hard one. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among...
This reply does not instill trust.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play.
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. but I don't have an invite.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. My informant is a memo keeper.
Oh,
She's
Black
the
Swan.
same
Dengan
as
Black
all
Swan
manic
yeah.
organisms, appear in one moment and gone the next. Ugh.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me.
Betul lah Akron Galaxy Ranger kan. Nama dia menyamar. Sebab oh yelah sebab dia bukan part of.
Could be.
Dia bukan Han kan. Galaxy Ranger semua Han. Oh tiba-tiba ada satu reality. Sebab tu dia ada. Sebab tu damage dia macam Han character.
When I
Sebab
first received the news, I
Sebab
had the
apa?
exact same
Dia
feeling.
menyamar
X never
jadi
gives
Galaxy
anyone so
Ranger. Aku
much
ingat
as
dia
a
Galaxy
You
Ranger
must
betul.
know that emanators can also conceal
Right,
their
dia
own
Emanator.
identities.
Okay, aku ingat dia Emanator aka Galaxy Ranger. Bukan
I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and galaxy to reckon that nihility emanators don't
what up
exist.
Kucing Hitam? Hari ni kita main story baru keluar tadi.
So,
Ingat nak main awal tadi tapi macam saya kena break solat pula kan.
we don't know
Main
what's
lepas
happening in the
Soho.
dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron,
Okay. Lah
I
dua.
don't intend to do anything.
Tengok dia pada bawa apa pun.
not up
To you, did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still
Siapa?
on solid ground, be it reality or dream. Staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity, but now this night sky has been mercilessly severed.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate.
Ooh.
Not. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. The planet of festivities has no place for you.
Sial Akron kena chop sebagai jahat.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. Penacony's Dream Master.
Dream Master, okay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated.
The Oak family's 107,330
Eh?
offspring.
From the
Okay.
sound of it, it seems
Banyaknya.
like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding.
Dream Master ni macam yang semua yang control puppet ni lah kan. Kan tema puppet. Aku slash kau apa tak dapat?
I ended it with a period.
Aku suka dia
Knowing
Akron
who I
dia
am
macam
and
badass
still
gila.
showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving. 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since
Sure.
here I stand.
137 orang dia dah bunuh and then jadikan dia punya apa anggota badan.
And you will die.
Ooh.
All of you will.
Bunuh semua Akron.
But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
Bye bye Akron.
Wise choice.
I
Bye,
wasn't the
bye,
one
bye,
who
bye,
was
bye.
the choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you
and Penacony are of different worlds.
Di mana layan tu dia belah.
Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river, leave, and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelming.
Harmoni bergaduh dengan nility.
Tricksters,
Dah kenapa? Ya.
and criminal, and even
Memang dia orang cakap banyak kali dah.
this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength, Akira, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome.
Penacony hancur.
Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Kita main sebagai Robin Robin nak bersiap
Attention, please.
tiba.
The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot.
Oh ada, dia orang ingat.
Excuse me.
Dia orang ingat yang hari tu punya cutscene yang gaduh-gaduh tu movie ke apa?
Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin.
No need to worry. I apologize for any.
Oh, it was
Orang tak
just...
percaya dah ni Robin ke Sparkle.
Those chips simply disappeared.
Miss Robin, you mean...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival. Can you help me keep this secret?
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a
Ya,
success.
budak-budak dia tak faham. Oh dapat ni.
Appreciation.
Oh,
Itu macam Sparkle
this
punya.
button is...
Sparkle. Oh button nak letup kan
The right moment in the
Oh
celebration.
no. Ni Sparkle lah. Ni hari tu button yang dia bagi kata bom tak bom kan. Tempat apa? Pentas.
Looks like there are other guests who are also
Macam hari.
so many people
Aduh.
talking about it.
Oh
The
no.
promotion at the theme park
Ni biasa.
definitely made
So
waves.
dekat yang kita tengok trailer tu jauh jugalah kan. Kan dekat trailer tu kan meletup kan.
The family
Jauh gila kan. Dia dekat
needs to
2.2.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. However, their target is not the ordinary.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family
Oh,
has
lagu Robin
already
kat tepi.
sealed off the family can try their best to protect.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule.
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes.
Of course.
Why?
With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort
Dia
in
bagi
our
lagi, Bo.
preparations. Rest assured,
Dia bagi tu.
to express our
Ni
apology,
Sparkle ni
the
bunga.
family has...
What the fuck is this? Get ready now.
Hello. May...
Banyaknya benda tu.
Worried about.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family.
Hey, don't sweat it.
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it?
Well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent?
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape.
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts. And
Mr.
I'll have
Sunday dah
something
KO
soon.
Dah masuk.
Please be assured,
Dah
Miss
mati
Robin.
masuk ke dalam dunia.
Thank you for your hard work.
Dunia lain dah.
If there are any other members who still feel
Mati
uneasy,
dalam kurungan lah.
please tell this is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the
Dia
guests.
bagi banyak belum
Can't
datang ni.
believe I received
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war.
Bagi semua hadiah-hadiah tu kan.
Miss Robin?
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Rob.
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apology.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself.
Everyone, please do not panic.
Eventually.
If you say so, Miss Robin.
Right.
Some people just never listen, do they?
Ni dah malah
Never-ending.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep...
Huh? What was I just doing?
Here, take this, little guest. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. You never know. Something very
Dasar tu. Kena scam kan. Sementara itu.
We're back to where it all began.
Ya. Yeah. Firefly.
It is a
Sam.
pleasure to journey alongside you once more.
Kenapa ada nombor pula sekarang? Oh ya. Aku ada controller ke apa? You lie to me. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Yep.
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils.
Okay.
So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations. I intended to call upon death before you arrived. To solve the riddle using more direct means. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure, but after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed.
Tapi dia hantar ke mana? Lepas kena cucur.
It was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream.
Land of the Exile. Okay.
Then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence.
Okay, relax. Relax, Firefly.
All my attempts proved futile.
Alright.
It
Crimson Blade tu lah Ekron punya blade.
And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
Alright. Okay, faham. Dia dihantar dia area bawah. Bawah lagi daripada Penacony. Ada satu area tu bila kau kena bunuh dalam dreamscape kau akan dihantar ke sana, okay?
A deep breath. And visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember,
tu mata guys. Roleplay.
Open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us
Apa hantu?
has arrived.
Dia nak bawa aku pergi tempat tu Exile tu Yeah. Maybe.
I never knew you could do this.
Blade.
Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
Dia orang kan geng kan?
Surprising.
Yo, Blade dating Firefly.
Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
Oh, Japella. Tempat-tempat. Ni tempat-tempat akan datang. Planet lepas ni.
You haven't slept in 20 system hours.
20 jam tak tidur.
Are you sure you're
Apa?
okay?
Macam aku, tiba.
I'm fine. I'll survive.
Dia tak apa, dia mati, dia hidup balik. Yang mesti orang ship kan, Firefly dengan Blade.
Sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. let me stay a little longer in this body.
Memang macam tu lah keadaan dia naik kereta dengan apa? Dengan blade kan. Senyap.
Such a long tunnel.
Dia masuk terowong menora.
Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Ooh.
Is that also part of the script?
Kita dapat main kan Japella.
Sorry, I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment?
Dia takkan jumpa pun, Blade takkan jumpa pun, dia tak boleh mati tu.
As always, it's a blank slate.
Ya, bukan kat planet ni.
It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving.
Oh, ini Tesla ke apa boleh pandu sendiri, okay.
Just put my hand on the steering wheel.
Tesla tu.
Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one.
Ya, Elio yang kucing tu kan. Ketua dia orang kan.
He can see the future and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end.
Huh? Predetermined end?
Before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation.
Ah, ni dia bagi tahu ni, pergi Penacony. Oh, okey. Ni pre-Penacony lah. Terus sekarang apa jadi kat planet Japella? Hancur dah. Dia ni raid planet tu kan?
Hope you find whatever you seek there.
Oh, ni kira pre-Penacony lah. Okay.
Or salvation.
Hari ni aku macam nak invest kat story dia guys. Aku macam ada mood. Right.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Abang. On tour. Right.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible?
Guardian of the Exile.
The monster that we have always known as death.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker, since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its cap.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family, but from the whispers of the residents.
Gelengga.
A familiar name.
Gelengga baik lah kalau tempat ni sebenarnya bukan nak bunuh orang pun.
Always in the right place at the right time. Himiko and March have already made a move.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exile.
Land of the Exile. Oh, ni sebenarnya dreamscape kan. Lepas tu dia orang palsu kan dreamscape kat atas tu kan. Penacony kan. So habis tu kalau kalau orang mati dekat dreamscape dihantar ke sini kan. Okay. Yang tu kalau orang yang mati kat sini dihantar ke mana? Alam barzah. Waalaikumsalam. Dah lama ke lah? Baru je. Ni baru sampai sini. Kalau kau dah main story, aku baru sampai sini pun. Sampai ke Penacony yang sebenar-benarnya. Yang bernama Land of the Exile. Siapa yang mati semua datang sini. Katanya lah. Ya, ni macam aku pernah tengok sekian satu game tu lah. Macam Little Nightmare ke benda dah kan.
Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator.
Apa
It'll take
tiba ada
us
sampah
to the center of the land of the exiles.
Land of the Exile. Apa ni? Ada Asal ada investigate mana dia? Oh tu. Rupanya Gallagher probably baik kot. Sebenarnya. Dia ada objektif kot. Tak tahulah. Dia adalah tu explanation.
Did you also get kicked out of the... Tell me what I should do.
Sebab semua yang dalam mimpi tu semua yang kena bunuh datang ke sini. Tapi tak tahu kenapa objektif. Tak tahu apa objektif Gallagher ataupun tak tahu ada lebih daripada seorang ke death kan. Bunuh semua orang yang dekat Dream. Sebab dia orang nak tunjukkan reality ke? Probably.
Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Rocky. Ketok-ketok je semua tim. Kenapa dah Cina? Saya suka betul. Apa model karakter perempuan yang macam dah tua pun. Ketok-ketok Akron je normal. Oh my god. Dia karakter semua dia buat sebab penonton Cina, pemain Cina kan. Dia tak kisah pasal orang putih ni.
I was in awe too.
Right.
What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the
ada juga orang tinggal sini. Kat sini tempat apa orang yang dihalau je.
But there's no point in overthinking things.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district.
Okay.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation.
Sure. Let's reconnect later. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Oh tu Misha kan. Yeah.
He's right over the Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? We'd better check. Just.
This can is perfect for me. Perfectly legal for me to stay in.
Asal kau dalam tu sampah lah siap.
Huh? You're the guest from before. We meet again!
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. Oh. And who might this be?
Tick-tock! Oh!
You're...
Nope. How did you two get here?
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home.
This... Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say...
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy.
Tapi kalau dia kata apa, meme tu dia nak bawa apa tetamu daripada
Mr.
dream tu
Yang?
datang ke sini.
The person you're looking
Tapi cara Gallagher buat tu macam
for. Is it Miss Robin?
dia nak colik.
Just as I thought. Considering what happened.
Ya, so Robin tak mati pun lah. Ada kat sini je.
Lead the way.
Ya.
She told me.
If it's
Tapi mesti Robin suka kan sebab dia nak lari daripada paparazzi.
But please, how about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children.
all right then. We'll follow your plan.
Kenapa kena ikut Misha pula?
We now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony.
Rupanya yang dia mati tu apa?
Yes, that's my thinking as well.
Mati tu tak ada darah tu memang bukan sensor pun sebenarnya. Memang darah biru tu kira tipu lah.
I can't shake off. Forget it. It's not important.
Kau dah tua sebab tu kau tak nampak. Kau dah tua kau tak nampak minta maaf ya.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most
Yo,
spectacular view of
asal macam nihility punya tu?
A black hole?
Ni macam
An accretion disk?
macam ekron punya tu je, tahu warna putih.
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this.
Yelah sebab well dia tahu yang dia tengah travel. Time travel daripada apa? Daripada Honkai Third.
Look, there she is.
Oh, ada orang cover lah. The white petals, it's me. Could I escape? Na 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 na. Tung 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 tung. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ada karaoke lah guys.
My calculations are finally done.
Hai me.
Who are you all and why haven't you left yet? I'm Kami.
Hai Saf, awal lah. Hari ni ada update baru.
See that huge gaping hole behind the scary
Update story. Kalau tidak aku tidur. Petang-petang ni guling-guling ke.
After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements.
Why, of course. She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics.
Apa benda siap Memoria dynamic?
Presence of the Garden of Recollection. Ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria.
Fizik.
I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef. All because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour.
Nice, ada plan apa Robin ke? Tak ada. Tapi aku ada video apa? Review pendek Robin lah esok lah kot. Aku boleh main kat test server Aku tak ada plan nak pull Robin, tak ada plan nak pull Woodhill. Bukan apa pun, dua-dua tu kalau kau memang meta punya ni, aku tak ada resource. Aku tak ada Stella Jade. So splash ni terpaksa skip.
Her name was mentioned. It seems like she did a great deal of research and
kalau ikutkan ada semua karakter kan, tapi tak boleh buat apa. Kadang-kadang kita kena skip, tak apa, rerun. Ada rerun.
Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Kalau aku ada adventuring, probably aku pull lah. Tapi aku adventuring hari tu tak sempat nak pull. So
that's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Oh la 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 la.
Let me.
Mush.
There's a ghost. Don't come near me.
Oh my. I'm human and so are you.
Let me go. Let me go.
Kenapa
I've done good in my life. Why can't I rest?
So Syafzan ada plan juga ke nak pull Robin ataupun Buhil? Okay, Ghost apa lah.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's
Aku
dead.
suka kacau Masya.
Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Yeah.
This is not the afterlife.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dream Flux Wreath.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I...
Alright.
Stop asking! You'll alert the monster!
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name!
No. Tiba. Oh, yang baru asal dia ada Deception Crowd tu. Restore HP. Physical and Fire type. LOL. Nak promote Robin Break damage dulu. Alamak, nak promote Robin dengan ni. Udah heal. Ciut. Ada dengan break effect kan. Adakah aku akan survive dekat break punya meta ni, break punya patch? Break punya patch 2.2 dengan 2.3 kan. Break punya patch. Tapi tak payahlah break punya patch ke tak break ke, ada Akron. Settle.
He passed out. His...
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
Sure, Mash.
Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life.
Yup. Pelik juga macam dia orang kena bunuh dengan kena colek lah dengan meme. Lepas tu apa? Siapa pula tidur Lepas tu dia orang happy pula duduk kat sini Alright. Music shop. Dia jual apa? Lagu ke? Broken Stingray. Where did I? Next better. Basic attack. Skill damage.
I knew you couldn't hold your liquor.
Ingat apa tapi tengok preview gameplay Firefly Jade dapat macam meta je. Robin pun meta juga. Masing-masing ada kelebihan sendiri. Robin kalau kau dah ada apa? Dah ada follow up team okey lah. Tapi kalau luar daripada follow up pun mesti okey juga. Sebab dia menambahkan serangan kau ada bonus damage. Physical. Sebab Robin dia macam layerkan serangan kau. Contohlah kalau kau Akron kan, kau serang, lepas tu Robin buff. Akron kan elektrik kan, dia ada tambah physical juga. Lepas tu Robin kalau siapa-siapa yang tak ada macam advance forward punya support, boleh lah sebab dia boleh ke depan kan. Esok tengok aku punya review esok boleh lah. Dia tahu aku ada explain banyak. Aku mana nak explain. Firefly dengan Jade, dia macam ni. Dia karakter baru mestilah meta selalunya. Jade obviously lah kan, sebab kita tak ada quantum erudition kan, obviously. Lepas tu ada follow up lah.
This is where we split up.
Firefly aku tak sure. Firefly kena take test dulu lah, tak tahu.
To borrow Gallagher's.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah.
Micah?
Who's really in charge of the land of the egg.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef had...
Jadi kalau dah ada harmony support tak payah kot. Apa? Robin.
Please, allow me to formally introduce myself.
Gravekeeper.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves.
Mesti aku kalau duduk Dreamflux Reef ni mesti bahagia.
My daily task involves...
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them.
So, guardian of sorts,
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in
Robin.
down, so watch your step.
Hari tak sempat nak pun Ruan Mei sebab stay legit rasa rugi gila. Tak apa, nanti dia rerun lah tu. Ruan Mei probably akan rerun lah sebab kita dekat break meta Tapi jangan risau, okay. Game ni dia baik, okay. Dia mesti akan bagi rerun. Tak apa, nanti mesti ada karakter yang lebih kurang Ruan Mei punya. Aku pun rasa rugi juga tak pull Ruan Mei. Tapi mesti boleh clear lagi konten. Okay lah tu.
There she is.
Yo, ni Robin yang betul.
Everyone sang
Right.
so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin.
So orang tua.
Kids have made incredible
Oh yelah, orang tua.
progress in only
Aku yang budak ni yang cakap.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
Yo, ni dalam trailer kan.
That's right.
Whenever it's
Bau
time to
orang
say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave.
Macam dalam trailer tu.
But I've explored every corner of
Tak lah,
Dreamflower.
bukanlah budak yang dalam trailer tu. Tapi
Talked to everyone I met.
kenapa nampak orang sama macam
You
trailer?
truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony.
Autism.
If we compare people to birds, these kids are like
Oh, dia cerita pasal
fledglings
burung
with
dah.
impaired wings.
Right.
But in me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without
Yo.
this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
Kaki dia apa? Sakit kaki, kencing manis.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No. And Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another.
Yep.
There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams. Because we have the right and the ability.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change. Until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment.
Oh, suara dia tak ada hari tu kan. Lepas tu dia batasi terus suara dia elok.
But now it seems
Ya. Sebab suara dia berehat.
goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that
Cik
don't
Dandan
align
boleh
with
pula kan.
harmony.
Masuk tu point tu tiba-tiba boleh nyanyi pula.
Just one of
Dasar.
Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets.
Oh,
beneath
dia
the
sendiri nak
surface of
cari tempat ni.
the land of the exiles,
Ya.
concealed by the family under
Sebab
the
tu, so maksudnya dia bunuh diri ke apa?
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this
Dia
place
bunuh diri dalam
is
kurungan
louder
lah.
than within
Untuk
this
dia datang
city.
sini.
It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities. This is not the strong defending the weak, Rather the strong exploiting the weak.
Betul.
A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them.
Bayangkan kalau ada satu bandar tu, rupanya bandar tu
Could there be another
bukan bandar
force
sebenar
influencing
kan.
the family's shift in philosophy, Ms.
Punya
Robin?
bandar sebenarnya kat bawah tanah.
Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot
Tipu!
on the Harmony Festival stage.
Dekat trailer kau nyanyi kau penipu. So dia tak nak pergi festival pula. Aduh. Okay, flashback.
Looks like a fledgling
Harmony Dove. Alright. Siapa pegang benda ni dapat kuasa harmoni. Siapa pegang burung ni jadi sempat. Tak nak aku. Kalau aku diberi power, aku nak pass off erudition, distraction. Distraction. Distraction.
This place is too dangerous.
Korbankan sesuatu tu jadi kuat. Distraction ni korbankan sesuatu.
We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of
Korbankan
your
HP,
window.
korbankan skill point.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage.
Oh, ni yang simbolism apa dia kena kurung tu macam burung ah. Macam Blade lah ni Blade Jing Liu. Walaupun Blade dah fell off dah sebenarnya.
Let's see. What is it that has captured?
Tapi still okay lah. Hyper Carry Blade still boleh lagi pakai. Cuma dah fell off sikit lah.
Of the great one, to the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their desire.
Dia orang kata Jade okay dengan Blade. Nanti kena test lah.
Oh,
sebab Jade kan bila dia kurangkan HP kan.
Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
Sekejap. Apa tu?
But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Apa tu? Watchmaker.
Even if it's
Dream
small
Master.
and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come
Dia tanda kurung nampak. Lepas tu dia kena kurung. Sama dengan Robin kena kurung.
They should be flying free in the sky.
True.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
Cerita je lah Pak. Dia suatu hari.
As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping
Birds
of their
are
feathers
born
against
with
the
no fear.
atmosphere creates amazing lights so that they look like shooting stars.
Okay.
We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless
Ini metafora
strikes against nature.
Metafora.
Generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground.
Yeah.
So
Evolution kan.
they started seeking opportunities in the air.
So apa maksud dia? Maksudnya kita sentiasalah mencari peluang yang baru. Walaupun kita gagal. Bukan akulah. Aku dah gagal banyak kali give up lah. So aku tak boleh jadi harmoni. Tak boleh.
Looked back at the ground again.
Aku mesti kena reject je. Kalau aku jadi Pass of Harmony kena reject tu.
You mean birds aren't
Ni lirik dia ni Birds are born with no feather. Lagu tu lagu tu
That's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
Kurung.
For now,
Dah agak lah.
keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I
Oh, so inilah dia punya principle untuk dia punya adik Dia akan protect adik dia. Tapi mungkin protect tu jadi overprotective
It seems each of you has found your own answer.
I guess.
Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah. But Mr. Gopherwood, there's one
Gopherwood?
thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I
Jawab.
mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie?
Alah, tak sempat dengar jawapan.
Time to wake up.
Gelengga. Ya, Gelengga tak jahat sebenarnya.
Need a hand?
So Sunday punya statement yang hari tu dia salah faham lah.
Happy about that?
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No
Dia
wonder
dekat
you had the
Penacony
guts
ni
to
dia
go
punya
against the
base
Dream
cerita
Master of
utama
the
dia
Four
nak tahu
Families.
apakah kebenaran
Like I
sebenar
made the right choice.
Penacony dengan Dreamscape, right? Tu je.
You are aware of my plan.
Bila kita dah main lama kan, kita dapat tahu apa yang
Time is
utama.
running out. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side.
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me.
Lepas tu ada Sparkle. Nama Sparkle tu macam kena lah kan. Sebab Sparkle tak ada kena-mengena pun dengan semua konflik-konflik ni. So lepas tu dia Sparkle kan lah. Dia letakkan hiasan. Tiba-tiba ada bom pula kan. Semak betul. Aku suka Sparkle tu. Ni bukan Robin.
Trick this time.
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe.
Ya.
That'd be great.
2.2 ni macam explanation. Nak explain apa benda sebenarnya yang berlaku kan. Pening kepala.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on
Ini
it
ke kubur
should
dah.
be familiar to all of
Tadi
you.
cakap pasal kubur.
And
Rosalina Jonan, okay.
when Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence.
War Independence.
She ventured alone into the heart of the Star
Ninja
System
War.
to investigate the flow of Memoria, but Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles.
Alright.
But he didn't. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title.
Aku suka rumah Seven punya suara.
They spent their lives venturing into the
Idol
unknown.
habis.
But what about this
tengah-tengah siapa? Ha.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive.
Oh.
However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
Yeay! Kasih. Tak ada kasih ni, alamak.
I promised to give the
Mana Robin?
citizens privacy, so let's...
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef.
Okay.
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions, stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
Kenapa ada Stellaron?
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
Alright.
The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier.
Sejarah. Sebab tu dia pakar sejarah.
They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war.
Stellaron apa guys?
Warned everyone against
Dia macam satu puak lagi
attempting to tamper with such a power. And most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows.
Yelah.
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment.
Yeah.
By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony. Under those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dream.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family.
Oh, so dulu tempat ni penjara, okay. Lepas tu Watchmaker dia nak repair tempat ni. Lepas tu Stellaron datanglah tempat ni. So Stellaron ubahkan Penacony sekarang ni, walaupun ceria macam mana pun, dia still macam penjara juga. Sebab semua mimpi-mimpi yang indah tu, dia punya apa? Minyak dia tu daripada macam aura-aura negatif, kemalasan apa semua kan.
That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So dia ni dormancy tu, okay.
This is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
Alright.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
Okay. Tengah giling dia berceramah.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the
Stellaron is? Sama baju.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
Oh!
As I suspected.
Aku sih tak boleh belah lah. Sparkle tak bom kat situ. Lepas tu dia bagi kat orang.
Materialized within the sweet dream.
Harap betul lah. Sebab aku pull dia lah. Aku suka Sparkle punya karakter. Dia tak ada kena-mengena. Dia memang betul Joker tu lah. Orang tengah settlekan pasal misteri Penacony. Nak cari apa? Dream Master. Oh, Gopherwood Dream Master yang cakap dengan Sunday. Aku yang Gopherwood tu Watchmaker. Right.
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister.
Gopherwood yang bapak dia tu. Bukanlah bapak lah, macam dianggap sebagai bapak.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and
yeah.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds.
Huh?
We
Cancer?
grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony.
Sure.
I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up?
Boleh?
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors. And there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Nah, I win. Kenapa dia tak ada buat yang nah, I win? Kenapa tak buat meme tu?
That line actually is a bit
Confident lah sikit, Mash. Come on lah. Come on.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin.
Yeah, well, pun jual web black hole siap.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Betul?
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now.
Mr. Sunday. Kenapa dengan Mr. Sunday okey tak okey?
I have to make sure you won't turn against us when things start to get dicey.
Well, tahu lah, well, spoilers ya.
For sake, the IPC envoy, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Apa tu? Ni adventure ni. Adventure.
I knew it.
Right.
As I suspected, this chip aventurine gave
Transmitter, communication.
Right. He intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed.
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron,
bijak, well memang bijak.
In all of this is
Adventure masih terapung-rapung lagi.
But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Nanti dia panggil lah Jade. And
well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just
mati.
Spoken
Tiba-tiba.
like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you?
Aku tak ambil pun lagi Gallagher. Aku ada Gallagher.
Before we departed,
Ringin juga anak ni. Sebab dia ni macam bagus untuk apa break meta
We've
untuk
already
sustain
collected
lah.
intel about Razalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now.
Bagi apa? Jemputan kahwin. Oh, Watchmaker Legacy. Watchmaker matilah maksudnya, I guess. Dia bagi kat kita.
Back here again.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so
Watchmaker
much
Legacy
to
tu lah set tu guys. Set dia apa? Set break effect.
Trailblazers you've waited so
Okay.
long for.
Ayolah.
I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train.
Ya, ni yang dulu yang pernah naik kereta api juga kan. Ya. Dia game ni macam hero-hero dia naik kereta api kan. So kita yang paling latest lah. Kasih. So objektif nak pergi station yang last. Sama kan. Bila sampai station last, habis lah game ni. What the heck? Apa tu? Bersambung sepan nightline.
Go ahead.
Oh,
His resting
kubur dia.
place
Okay, garden.
lies
Alright.
In the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward. The
The Watch. Oh, Mikhail nama dia. Okay. Mikhail tu lah kan. First and last panel. So kita daripada okay, kita kira daripada Hertas Space Station tu lah. So ada juga ni daripada Penacony lah. First and last nameless. Lepas tu tak ada lah nameless daripada Penacony. Sure. Dia macam One Piece lah guys. Dia pirate daripada apa? East Blue lah. Macam tu lah lebih kurang. Takkan tak ada kot siapa-siapa nak sambung legasi Watchmaker tu. Mikhail. Serius lah tak ada. Interesting. Yo. Legwork.
Sure enough,
Ni?
the watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could
tu
guess
pink.
that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
Tarik nafas. Okay. Kau mayat tu ada kat situ je ke? Mayat tak reput dia. Okay, fokus. Alright. Empty dream bubble.
Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. That mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure
Ada burung.
Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Oh, boleh patah balik. Oh, boleh. Boleh patah balik ke Dreamscape. Okay, lagi 10 jam guys. Countdown.
How may I help you?
Greetings.
Meanwhile,
We're the Nameless from
Dan
the
Heng.
Astral Express.
Alright.
And we'd like to check in.
Dan juga Budhil menyamar menjadi aku.
But I thought...
Ya, kita orang dah daftar kot.
Yes, my companions already checked in. My name is Dan Heng. And I believe my personal information...
Oh, dah ada lah. Okay.
Your companion said you wouldn't...
Tak, dia tengah sambut Chinese New Year hari tu. Tapi dah habis kan?
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Original Stellar Hunter. Yang di menyamar Ekron menyamar jadi dia. Pom-pom kepala otak dia.
Also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We
Dia ni dua orang yang tak reti berlakon.
before he boarded the express.
Alright.
So he wasn't registered in your system.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give... I'm sorry, dear guests, but
Kita
it
dekat
seems
dunia
I'm
lain.
unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companion.
It seems so.
Fudge.
Fudge.
Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier.
Tak apalah, nanti dia jumpa Himeko. Himeko kan nak balik.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Don't
Budhil lu! Budhil! Woohoo!
Stressing out.
Budhil dengan Akron Kalau ada ruang ni boleh test lah.
Locked and loaded.
3 kali 9. Kau apa matematik ke apa? Boleh tengok lah. Oh, tak bagi. Alright. Lepas tu fight boleh kot.
The Charmony Festival is about to start.
Hey, you guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival.
Well, back in my home world, Anaria.
Anaria, planet lain pula.
Like that all the time.
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-amber era event.
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival!
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two.
Sensor betul. Aku dah tak tahu lah macam mana reaction orang. Fudging.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel.
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some
Mestilah dia orang tak bagi tahu kan. Mestilah dia orang apa? Rahsia kan. Ataupun dia orang tak tahu lah.
I've traveled all the way from the Hayahi Federation and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait. You haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival.
Yeah.
At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important
sus.
Forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy.
We shouldn't linger here too long.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now...
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so They won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Design cantik Budi. Banyak yang pangkat dia, ada 3 pangkat tu, 3 star. Apa lagi ada kat badan dia? Ini Galaxy Ranger kan. Lepas tu Ekron ambil identiti dia tu. Sedih gila.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. We've been waiting here forever without any food
What the fuck?
or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Aduh. Kelakar tu lah
Is
juga.
this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday.
See? Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Donna's White Oak.
Donna's White Oak? I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Jadi tu ada kat scene yang order Asdana YO kan.
Wait, are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list.
Of course lah, dia banyak duit.
Taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboon juice. It's...
minum.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities.
Macam mana dia? Macam mana dia dapat clue tu yang ada Land of the Exile. Himeko kata dia nak datang balik sini
It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools.
Yup.
If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true,
Yup, ni
the
Ekron.
situation in Penacony is
Dia orang tak tahu lagi. Dia orang tak tahu Acheron tu emanator of nihility.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron.
Okay.
As you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous bolts in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in the right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish. Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
Yeah.
Do you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not
Kenapa dia nak cari jawapan je kan?
I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly
Sebab dia nak bunuh, nak fuelkan ni kot.
The invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival.
Maybe.
Itulah tu apa Dream Master. Nah, bukan Zipe aku rasa tak. Zipe ni Aeon tu lah, Aeon of Harmony.
People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved, but Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back.
You think Shippei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shippei. There's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers? It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavili's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh. So you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Apa YOLO je?
Going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important looking guests?
What's your plan?
No, it's simple. We just grab some.
Dia gunakan apa tebusan. Lol.
No need for that.
Jadi jahat lah.
We'll return to the Express now.
Wait. Are you getting scared?
Jangan, sabar.
Leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that as Donna's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak? But didn't you just say?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests.
Looks like your memory.
Oh, Black Swan datang dah. Okay.
Arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just
2 orang Black Swan dengan siapa?
Guests.
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak.
Finally, memo keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself.
Tak. Oh, tak
My
boleh.
name is Black Swan.
Tu Ekron. Oh, dengan
and I serve
Ekron.
the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals.
Masuk kereta api ni lah tempat meeting
Trustworthy? Son of a nice
Son of the nice lady.
You think I'm dumb or something? How about this?
Oh!
I'll put a few bullet holes
Sabar.
in your head and see what's
Yelah, kita tak boleh salah dengan dia juga. Dia tak puas hati lah kan. Ekron menyamar je.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the
Semua salah
moment,
Aventurin.
we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
Habis tu macam mana kereta api tinggal member keluar daripada
Passenger is requesting.
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise to return his relics to their rightful owner.
Siapa? Watchmaker tu ke?
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades.
Oh ni lah yang dia travel sama-sama tu kan. Ekron travel dengan dia ni sama-sama.
Such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
Hari tu kan.
Well, let me share a story with you. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives.
Tak faham.
They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions.
Oh, sebab kawan-kawan dia dah mati.
Group of Galaxy Rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war.
What?
A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time, and they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin-thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility.
Oh, so tu yang dia ikut tu lah. Dia tolong orang tua ni guidekan. Oh, sebab tu Ekron masuk dekat nihility punya realm ni. Okay, guidekan yang bekas-bekas Galaxy Ranger ni yang follow path of Hunt. Dia orang tak tahu nak pergi mana.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective.
Holo.
But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
Ooh.
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
Sembilan jam lagi guys sebelum tragedi.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul.
Layan juga story dia. Aku hari ni ada mood nak dengar dialog. Selalu aku tak ada mood sangat.
As I grew into adulthood,
Sebab hari ni dia banyak law yang menceritakan set-set yang kita pakai tu. Aku rasa yang tu pioneer of the deep dive punya ni orang.
Humbly request your blessings.
Yang dekat Penacony tu yang watchmaker obviously lah kan.
Come to me, my kin.
Set yang ni lah, set yang Akron pakai. Dia pakai set kawan dia. Sebab kalau ikutkan deep diver betul lah kan.
I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh, yes.
Wah, dia bunuh.
Are you willing to accept?
Oh no, Sunday jahat. Sunday dia terlalu. Ni yang dia kata ini yang Bull Hill cakap tadi. Bila kau terlalu obsessed dengan path of harmony apa zipe kan tu kan.
Now, please leave in peace.
Ya. Betul lah.
Thank you, esteemed
So
advocate.
tak adalah dia Sunday tak sejahat lah. Tak adalah salah dia. Cuma dia obsessed sangat. Standard lah.
Please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you.
Dan Robin tak tahu okay.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution.
Solution ni bukan ambil semayang. Pembersihan. Bila Stella Blade, tak ada. Stella Blade, kau kenapa daripada hari tu minta Stella Blade? Belilah untuk aku. Aku main.
I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
Game pun dah basi dah beberapa hari lah. Dah tak ada orang nak tengok orang main Stella Blade lah.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here.
Ooh, what the fuck?
If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest.
Buat pertama kalinya aku faham cerita, okay? Tarik. Rasa seronok pula kan.
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony. And
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast. That's it. Nothing more.
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the
Budak
right
ni
to
savage
judge
gila.
me. You think nobody knows what you're
precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right?
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts. Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls?
Alah, dia terlalu obses sangat. Sunday, selamatkan dia, Robin.
The weak is truly
selamatkan
the
dia.
foundation of paradise. Then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you all right?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
It's Mr. Sunday!
It's Mr. Sunday! Tembak. Ambil. Lak pool, ambil. Ambil.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me, but
Mabuk.
it's no big deal. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to
Nampak tak? Sunday potong.
Yeah, that's a great idea. See you around, Mr. Sunday.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this?
Tak, diorang gunakan Land of the Dream ni untuk, yelah, of course lah, untuk escape reality, tapi diorang gunakan untuk hidup kat sini pula.
Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions.
Yeah.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, That's how
Dia
most
macam dah
people
luar
live their
daripada kebiasaan lah. Kalau kau duduk kat dalam dunia mimpi, lepas tu kau dah duduk kat, kau dah duduk selamanya kat dunia mimpi, kau anggap benda tu reality. Tak boleh. Memanglah orang panggil dream is an escape reality kan. Tapi dream is not a reality. Dia escape reality tu okay lah.
People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value. And even the weak believe in it. Survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. No tragedies exist here. Only happiness. Although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along?
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Not at all. Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back.
Ya, dah duduk sini sama-lamanya.
Enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. Only
Oh
this
my
dream
god.
can I truly feel like I'm in control.
Semua dah kau, semua otak dah brain rot dah.
I see.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin.
Korang nak hidup 70 tahun ke dalam dunia ni. Tak bangun-bangun.
I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control
Yep.
of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Betul kata Robin. Right.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor.
Tapi ya, kalau dunia ni dunia mimpi kenapa ada orang
Even though
tua?
time stands still in this dreamscape.
A philosophical
Oh,
mind.
sebab orang tua datang sini lah. So dia punya manifest orang tua lah.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you.
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said with little time left.
Yeah. I was part of a war.
Oh,
While escaping from
cancer.
this cozy mothership, I
Okay.
got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments.
How heart-wrenching.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced
Oh,
life
so sekarang ni dia
support
tengah
devices
macam
in the
lumpur ke apa?
a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool.
Ya.
Life support.
Tengah koma.
The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room, my true appearance. Huh?
Apa badan dah putus-putus kau. Oh my god.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place
Yang ni sedih sikit lah.
it's still my paradise, and I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even the sweet dream has its limitations.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Okay, jumpa kan? Meet another Robin. Robin! Robin, oh Robin.
A lovely young lady.
Are. Robin dan Robin.
What a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation too.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing
Member dah tanam bom dah.
Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, Chicken Wing Boy.
Crazy so Chicken Wing Boy.
But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, Chicken Wing Boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness?
I don't. Ya, itu yang dia soalan tu kan. Itu yang dia persoalan tu.
Waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last two gifts for both of you. And don't lose
Kenapa dia bagi hadiah?
If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show.
Dia betul-betul, dia betul bukan bagi bom. Dia bagi ni dia bagi sparkle.
I heard a raven calling.
Dia bagi Hanabi. Kalau dia bagi, tak bagi ke benda lah tu? Yang ada button tu.
Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence.
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular.
Yep.
You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother.
Apa dia obses?
The
Tak apa.
paradise in our dreams.
Yep.
It shouldn't be like this.
Yup.
Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
Tapi tu baru seorang.
True, but
Ya.
even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging.
Pass all abundance.
But now, he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Good question.
Don't forget this. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds.
Ni simbolism yang tadi lah kan Sunday dia nak kurung kan. Robin dia nak keluar daripada apa? Sangka tu. Yup.
Yeah.
Dia refer balik.
We took care of it. Provided food and water.
Oh, dia
burned its
bebaskan.
feathers.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters. because I
Mati,
didn't
serius
want
ah
to upset
mati.
you. Shortly after you left,
Oh.
it crashed to its death right in front of your
Oh,
window.
mati.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision.
Betul.
Birds aren't meant to spend their
Birds
lives in
are
cages,
meant to spend their life.
even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same
Oh,
goes for humans too?
Terkantui pula objektif dia. Dia nak kurung semua kat sini.
Take the Astral Express
Kita nak
as an
jawab.
example.
Okay tu.
The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few
Yelah memanglah
extraordinary
itulah
individuals
kehidupan. Tak
endure
semua orang
such
akan
a
dapat
perilous
emas.
journey.
Alright. Tak semua orang akan dapat apa.
The pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the
Ya, tak
capabilities
semua
of
orang akan dapat
ordinary
benda yang dia nak. Okay. So itu tak boleh jadi alasan kau nak kurung benda ni orang dekat dalam dunia.
an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon.
Apa dekat tempat ni?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream,
Apa benda pemikiran ni?
nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival?
Betul?
If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master,
like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
Ni siapa? Robin dengan Sandy menyembah.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you will have to become a star first.
Jam.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete, but pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that...
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater?
Yep.
So, no one's gonna say anything?
Macam nak masuk teater kan? Ada banyak guard.
Answer to this question.
Yep.
The express crew would have been disbanded a long
Okay,
ago
Mash.
if it weren't for me.
Okay, Mash.
So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival.
Pageant?
It's called the Soul Glad
Audition. Alright.
or something. And it's going to be held in the moment of scorched sand. As long as we clinch the top spot,
Yeay, kita masuk Malaysia Idol.
and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin.
Yay.
How do we go about participating in these festivity auditions? I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
Tak lah
I'm
kot.
afraid I won't
Yeah.
have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours.
Yeah, nanti dia melawat.
Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunters' objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
Ni masalahnya Kafka. Boleh lah Kafka Blade dengan si Wolf. Memanglah kita geng, kita geng.
To join you for the rest
Kita geng dengan Stellaron Hunter kan.
I'm pleased that we can finally fight.
Yeah, kita dapat geng dengan Sam. Woo!
I couldn't ask for a better ending.
Kuat tu kita punya ni. Kru-kru kita. Kita punya ally.
Let's prepare to move out.
So kita pergi mana ni? Audition. Audition. Oh my god.
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves.
Behold, here come 4 friends with spirit alive and full of steel.
Lah sekali audition pa orang ah.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how
Oh, last group?
are you in overcoming all
Lah
the
pa orang lah. Ya esok ya. Tak boleh tengah Mash main nyanyi.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty!
Huh?
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brother Lance Focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners.
Oh, ni semua setiap part okay.
People are pouring in.
Oh, tadi tu probably tu kan. Yang beauty tu kan, Argenti.
And enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder, Mr. I. Bean. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory.
All right.
Team leader.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities? Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters.
Baseball. Hello everyone. Okay. Mesti mash macam kau ni tak habis-habis.
Don't expose my net handle to everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures. Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly.
Tiru lu.
I'm also an ordinary girl who enjoys
Oh my god.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests.
Tak ada idea. Soundtrack sudah.
Buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities.
No. Yo. Pentas ajaib.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. That sweet taste has since been etched in my mind. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony.
Now we win. We gonna take an L. Now we win. Nah, I win.
That's the trailblazing spirit. How about
Nah, I win.
Hello, everyone. Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th adventure, where I'm going to break the speedrun world record.
Sure.
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits.
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
A wonderful wish. Miss Himiko.
Safety first, everyone.
Classic Himeko.
Waiting for you.
Alright.
3 stages.
3 stage, okay.
That era. And in the last stage,
Champion, okay.
those are the rules.
Dah, cepat. Aduh, orang tua ni banyak pula cakap.
Everyone, As the Charmony
Oh, tak
Festival
sabar nak
is
buat
progressing,
apa challenge
we
ni.
must reach the end as quickly as possible.
Oh, dia split
Factoring in a few
Himeko
incidents
dengan
of safety,
Firefly.
splitting
Aku
up
dah
into
dengan
two
Firefly.
groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long, and
Let's go. Mari sini, Sam.
probably be better if the two of you paired.
Jangan lupa evolve Firefly.
Let's do it. All right. I don't have a problem with that.
Alright.
We'll split into the assigned groups then.
There we go. Aku team dengan Firefly. Boleh ni tak. 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 Apa burung tadi kata blue soda kan. Macam nak pergi kat burung sana tu? Sebenarnya hari ni tak ada puzzle pening-pening kan. Okay, stage 1. First stage, okay. Complete performance, 3 script. Alright. Apa dia? 3 enemy. Apa dia? Select stage. Oh, mak. Tak baca tu lah masalah. Ya, ada 2 kena pilih. Oh, pinball, I see. Woo! Yo. Play the button on the track, select the challenge arena. Track. Okay, kita ada... Tak bagi tak ni pun, tak explain pun. Warna orange lah. Jom.
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the arena of...
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are a total of 3 stages of
3 stage.
with their own challenges.
Once upon a time in Dream, okay.
It's worth mentioning that the fastest time of this stage was achieved by a contestant with fiery red hair.
Himeko.
Astoundingly, he overcame all enemies across the 3 stages in only 5 minutes.
Time is of the essence. Let's make this quick.
Oh, mana Hachi Himeko ada follow up attack. Memang laju. Rare Himeko.
Contestants, you are about to confront the monsters of the primordial dreams as dream chasers who've come to Penacony. Defeating them is your first step towards success.
Okay, alright, shut up. Tak apalah.
Free will or was it fate?
Ni apa benda siap? Apa benda binatang tembakan ni? Guarantee SC point. Recover skill point. Kita kena bunuh binatang ni dulu. Macam mana nak bunuh binatang ni kalau... Ya.
Destined for oblivion.
Yep. Mana? Right?
I see through you.
Mampus aku.
Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed.
Dia tambah balik ulti Dia tambah balik ulti kita. Oh, dapat skill point, okay? Alright, dapat, okay. Oh, jangan energy tak semualah. Ekron tak dapat energy, penipu. Sebab Ekron bukan energy kan lah. Patut bagi je lah ulti. Scam tu. Ekron tak dapat energy. Set. So, Ekron itulah dia kesediaan yang abadi ya. Tu lah kelemahan Ekron. Kalau ada buff energy kadang-kadang.
Congratulations, just as you're about to give up.
Ya, buruk main.
Because this is so glad.
Alright.
It's just
Tak penting, tak ada kena dengan law, okay? Penting. Alright, who the heck care? Alright, obviously. Alright, okay.
The game is on. All things human creations.
Alright, kita...
Feeling spiffy?
Another journey begins.
Another journey begins.
Still waters of oblivion.
Let's can you find the answer?
Ekron special case tu lah tu. Apa pasal tak?
Together as one.
Boleh ni.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Tapi seronok juga lah menatang tu. At least dia bukan macam TV tu, okey lah. Dia ada gacha lah. Apa, enemy tu gacha. Dia ada 3 gacha. Sama ada bagi skill, bagi energy ataupun bagi dua-dua. Ya, kalau Jampor dia bagi dua-dua. Okay, beruk. Right. Afi dah habis main dah story Vic. Lagi berapa jam lah story ni? Aku rasa macam dah habis lah. Aku hari ni layan ni kan. Apa? Layan dialog. Selalu aku laju je main. Tahu macam sonok pula layan dialog ni. Tahu pasal watchmaker pun sonok kan. Dengan Pioneer. Ekron pun ada backstory sikit. So okay lah kot. Boom. Boom. Tengah main lah ni sambil tengok safwan. Oh ya, dah habis lah? Dah dekat habis ke? Ke belakang daripada aku?
Congratulations to our 2 dream. No matter how.
None will take my. Oh, dinosaur crab, a bottle of salt.
Diam.
The game is on.
The game is on.
Destined for oblivion.
A quick divination.
Tak ada skill point. Boleh basic.
Converge and awaken.
Jauh sikit. Oh, depan lah. Dah depan lah. Okay. Aku rasa lambat lagi habis ni. Aku rasa hari ni tak boleh aku habiskan. Aku dah nak stop dah sebenarnya. Ni malam ni ke. Lepas aku stream kat TikTok.
Commencing support.
Pam 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 pam.
Ready for another?
Allah, silap pula dah. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Aduh, A0 adik. Aduh, silap pula. Mati juga. Dah debuff ke tadi? Ya.
Isn't this fight way
Transforming into a after an extended battle in the years that followed. Well done.
Looks like we won. Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Sure. Aku tak ambil chest sebab aku nak kutip nanti semua guys. Aku takut aku missing
Stream 4.
Kasih bagi material. Oh, tadi tu first round, okay. Second round.
That red-haired contestant.
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Welcome to the second stage of the 33rd Sand Festival in the 20th season, sponsored by
Argenti.
Enterprises.
Ya, probably Argenti kot.
Gunfire and undergo Brother Hanu's trial or time.
Oh, time. Aku nak time lah, time. Aku nak time cepat sikit kot. Aku tak suka Brother Hanu. Brother Hanu pening kepala lah. Malas aku. Time. Tak, bukan dia macam ada pakor-pakor kan. Malas aku. Pedam pum pum. Aku nak time. Yep, time.
Dear friends, welcome to the wonderful world created. It's said that the watchmaker dreamed up the idea of, like a skilled pilot, he steered them towards the right path. As contestants, may you have a wonderful time with Clocky.
The trial of time.
Trial of time. Oh, okay, ada enemy juga sini ya.
Stream 4. Lean fold.
Puzzle. Ada chest. Banyak chest.
That statue. Did it just... I know that...
Oh, another group! You guys are just like the other challengers. See? Tick-tock! It's
kosong ya.
Clocky?
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything. I
Clocky. You see, we're all clocks. We're family.
We family.
I came across a startling revelation yesterday. Please, just leave me be, Clocky. I just don't know how to face you.
Oh dear. Seeing it like this is utterly heart-wrenching. Don't worry, miss.
Okay, mana?
Here, my friends.
Missing part, let's go. 3 missing part. Oh no. Oh no.
This must be one of the missing parts that Big Ticker needs. That's great.
Bawah ni lagi ya? What the
We're
fuck?
here.
Oh yeah.
There's a missing part on the opposite side. But how do we get over there?
Diam.
There's also a dream side left here by a Dreamweaver. We're running out of time. We'll have to use it if necessary.
Ha? Ada masa pun ada masa. Relax lah. Oh ni chest. Okay. Move the module. Oh, belah sana pun ada juga. Oh, I see. Sama-sama. Okay, belah sini ada benda. Tak ada. Oh. Probably ada kot. Sekejap. See. Oh, ada. Kenapa ada? Kenapa ada burung belakang?
Oh dear. A roasted.
Alright.
The game is on.
The game is on.
Feeling spiffy? Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
On the still waters of oblivion, I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I see through you.
Tak mati je. Mati dengan Fushuan lu.
Blood debt repaid.
Pingsan tu lah.
An inner self fragment belonging to the Sweet Dreams troupe? This is just too surreal.
Du 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 du. Yo, macam mana aku nak? Mesti. Oh ya. Lepas tu ni okey lagi. Yang naik-naik atas-atas tu, ya Allah, peningnya kepala rasa.
Stream 4. Gleeful blades.
Thank you.
We've gathered all the missing parts. Let's hurry back. We don't want to keep Big Ticker waiting.
Can we teleportasi? Teleportasi? Yep, we can.
We're back.
Yep.
Wow, it's working.
There we go. Oh, lepas tu kena settlekan ni pula. Aduh. Jangan tak ada rotate ni. Oh, okay. Oh, dia ke depan belakang. Okay. Makloki. Clocky. Oh, ya. What? Dia mesti okay. Oh ya, ada rotation sini, aku lupa. Dia mesti dekat sini, betul tak? Alright. Dah inilah jalan dia. Oh, okay. Ni boleh. Banyak benda. Banyak betul boleh rotate. Aku ingatkan satu je. Ya, game ni memang suka memuntahkan orang pun. Alright. Face your fear. Alright. Okay, sure. Why the heck? Ya.
Thank you, Clocky. No problem at all.
Clocky tolong Clocky besar. Clocky kecil tolong Clocky besar.
Victory's in sight.
Yup.
Let's head to the final stage.
Final stage. Woo. Tak ada orang jaya? Oh, okay.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
Kenapa aku buka chest tu? Aku tak tahulah. Yo, macam DLT siap.
Congratulations to both in the
Yup.
final stage.
Defending champion.
Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand
Boleh pilih tak? Final tak boleh Oh, tak boleh. Woo! Oh, boleh pilih lah. Arena 2 atau Arena 1? Siap Arena 2. Alright. Sebab semua orang mesti nak Arena 1 kan. Nak hujan ke? Ke dalam game?
I think I just saw someone extraordinary.
Gila Argenti siap. Nak bagi tahu emosi baru kan. Betul lah tu Argenti. Tapi Argenti yang
Are you a knight of beat?
tak bercakap pun. Tak bercakap pun. Kenapa tak bercakap? Dia memang tak bercakap ke macam ni guys? Kebak. Oh, lawan dengan anak-anak dia lah. Dengan shield dia tu. Allah, habis aku. Ya, memanglah nak suruh promote. Tak cakap. Nak suruh promote ni apa? Promote. Robin.
Free will, or was it fate?
Robin
Can you find the answer?
Still waters of oblivion.
I see through
Oh, soundtrack. Oh, dua face. I see. Habis.
Enemy data signet markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the
Ni
departed.
Argenti fake ni.
It too shall fall.
Behold, this symbol of pure. Let the duel commence.
Oh, soundtrack.
Another journey. Destined for oblivion.
Dapat free shield.
Confess. Put forth all your might.
Oh, wow.
And yang.
Udah lah.
Enemy targets detected.
Udah lah. Udah lah.
Enemy data signet markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. I'll go easy this time.
Kalau aku E ni aku tak dapat skill lah. Aku ni basic attack je aku rasa. Ya, kalau aku E yang boleh dah lantak lah. Yang penting kau bahagia. Alright. Tak apa, lagi dia kena ni. Pula ulti dia ni. Gegas sangat ulti dia. Right. Dah aku dapat dah. Alright.
I weep for the departed.
Okay ya sebab dia. Hilang tu. Oh 1 HP penipu. Plot armor. Ya, aku dah suara dia. Maybe dia punya VA dia rehat kot. Aku suka suara dia.
Let's make our way to the end.
Yo, ni trailer.
Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Ya. Woo! Cantik pinball dia punya animation. Bunga api sparkle. Sorry. Terbuka. Mana terbuka? Mana penonton? Ada penonton pun.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival.
Sunday, aku boleh
on
cakap
behalf of
Sunday.
the organizers, extend my sincere
Suara dia kan.
congratulations to you.
Cuma tadi tak apa-apa sure. Nak stay legit boleh? Nak stay legit, nak pull. Nak stay legit.
Your endeavors are
Tiba-tiba.
worthy of extra recognition. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest? Or a sweet dream?
Dua-dua ni salah kot. Kau salah pilihan kau ni. Ya. Yap. Apa benda kau cakap ni?
That's not the point. Don't let him mislead you.
Yalah memanglah aku tak jawab pun. Aku tak pilih pun.
The members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about
Pilihan dia pun dua-dua tak
Now's
betul.
not exactly the time to be holding
Macam
an
negatif.
extensive discourse about Penacony's
Satu lagi tu macam dah trap lah.
future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know
Dia tak
what
meeting
Wells
pun
and
sebenarnya.
Frost are
Dia lah
doing
Dream Master.
and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Daripada dah tahu dah. Daripada apa yang dia cakap dah tahu dah. So Well dengan Robin dah kena kurung tu.
With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
Tengok meeting lah.
You mean to say
Oh, meeting ke.
that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmity Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses.
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
Ooh.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this...
Nampak? Dia suara dia ada 2 layer tau. Like satu layer tu suara Sandy.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends.
Tapi tak tahu macam mana dia boleh bercakap 2 kali. Dia rakam ke?
But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song.
Sunday, Robin. I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heaven.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be
Saya bersumpah.
in accordance.
Tadi dia tanya semua ni untuk membuktikan yang apa? Dream Master ni apa setia dengan apa? God.
With this, it can be
Aeon,
evidenced.
Aeon.
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The
Yeah.
god you both mentioned.
Yeah, harmony is
Are they truly Shipe?
Shipe. Zype.
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could
Ada ni daripada tadi apa obses dia kan. Tema dia lah obses dengan ZP.
Perfectly harmonized. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause someday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Aku cakap dah. Uish. Sharingan.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony.
Ya.
Ideal paradise.
Sebab daripada awal pun yang waktu pilih yang burung tu pun dia orang ada lain kan pilihan dia orang. Seorang nak bebaskan, seorang nak kurung kan.
Can only be guaranteed by the
Ya.
one who
Gila kuasa
treads
ni.
within the foundation of law. Humanity establishes
Okey lah, dia
civilization.
punya tema deep jugalah kan pasal apa society apa semua kan.
We obtain.
Tapi technically cliche jugalah kan.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fate.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Yeah.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
Pulangkan balik, well.
But that hinges on the outcome of this negotiation.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance...
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands. And just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape. Least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. From this point on, you will witness the
ni burung
numerous
dua
decisions
je.
I've faced.
Ya, ni Robin, yang ni Sunday.
I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts. Let's begin. The first
Tak
decision.
kisah pasal baby bird ni.
This story happened when
Ya,
Robin
ni
and
tadi,
I were
okay.
very young. Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world.
Kalau mau duduk ni recap tadi tu.
Bird was
Yup.
tiny. We decided to build a nest for it right there. It was
Don't
clear
care,
that
okay,
we
don't
decided that
care.
when it regained
Tak ada benda
its
yang baru.
strength enough to spread its wings, we would its destiny.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Tak ada juga sebenarnya.
pass the power of choice to you all. Stick to the original plan and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell, or build a cage for it.
Huh?
And feed it.
What the heck?
Await your
Biar je lah benda tu kita di kadar dan kadar. Alright. Kenapa nak kurung pula? Aku tak suka kurung-kurung. Mampus. Right, next edition.
Interesting.
Alright.
From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry.
Dream Chaser.
This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia.
Okay, ni kita tak tahu.
Position exclusive to the Oak family. Charged with listening to the problems and vexations of dreams.
Alright.
It was during that period that I had
Oh, tak. Ini yang tu lah yang cakap dengan budak tu, okay.
He was a dream chaser.
Ya.
And an illegal stowaway.
Better life.
He told me I sold everything I
Yep.
He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit and you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hound... I look forward to everyone's...
Tak nak, aku tak nak pilih yang Sunday pilih. Apa saja nak tengok reaction dia. Convince kenapa oh sini. Okay, nasib baik aku tak salah pilih. Alright. Ya, semua benda-benda ni adalah decision ni kau tak boleh macam benda yang kau patut buat kan. Kau tak boleh nak apa terlalu mengikut apa orang kata keinginan kau.
The answer is a definitive no. As to your choice. And the story this time.
Oh, ni yang Robin, cerita pasal Robin kot.
This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me.
Yeah?
The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere triviality?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue.
From what the letter indicates, she must
Casbelina.
be in Casbelina 8, correct?
Casbelina 8 datang apa planet apa pula?
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet?
A war has broken out on that planet.
Oh.
It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word.
Lepas tu dia ni apa overprotective. Tu yang dia masih lagi stick dengan kekalkan dengan dia punya principle tu kan. Dia kena kurung Robin kan. Biarlah dia dah besar kot.
She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show.
Dia kena tembak
Is she alright?
Ya okey tak mati pun.
She
Kenapa dia kena tembak dekat dia punya tekak
in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck.
Ah.
Possibly as a reward for her.
Tapi tak kena mana-mana tempat yang serius ah.
it didn't hit any vital arteries.
Alright.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments.
Ada parut. Oh, ada parut.
Could this happen?
Ataupun dia pakai tu untuk protect
It's all
daripada
in the
kena tembak.
past, so please don't worry.
Ya, Robin pernah kena tembak kat tengkuk dia waktu dia dekat planet Kashavasha, benda tak planet tadi. Alright.
Limitations and predicament.
Sebab
As
waktu perang.
Grandio says, the strong defending the weak sounds many times. It is nothing
Aku
more
tak
than
consider lah Robin strong kan, defending the weak. Dia more to like macam dia hopeful lah, hopeful.
One last question. One, because this is merely a figment of imagination.
Alright.
A nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's
Support. Gila kau, aku bukan macam kau. Masalah dia bukan mati pun. Ya. Yalah, Robin nak buat apa? Yup. Yalah. Nampak lain kan? Aku lain dengan kau.
Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise
Tak ada
can only be
benda si
established
order
through
ni,
the
order Phoenix ke apa.
where the strong govern the weak.
Nah.
I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches.
Dia ingat orang yang lemah tu lemah je ke? Yelah, lemah tu lemah lah. Tapi janganlah anggap orang lemah tu macam useless.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison.
Ya, aku dah agak survival of the fittest kan. Order lagi. Siapa yang kuat akan menjadi leader. Yep.
Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer.
Salah tu. Sunday.
They can cast. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, and it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following some
Tu nama dia Sunday. Tu nama dia Sunday. Dia nak jadikan semua hari tu Sunday. Ni nama dia. Kan hari Ahad kan hari Minggu kan. So objektif dia jadikan semua hari Minggu. Okay. Maksud dia nak berehat je. What the heck. Nama dia Sunday. Faham dah. Ni apa tiba-tiba scroll ni? Pegana? Sekejap. Oh, Pegana ni bukan planet akan datang juga ke? Ya. Silver Rail starting point lah. Pegana ni bukan station last kan? Station kereta api last.
There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Miss Firefly.
Patutlah nama dia Sunday. Siap ada orang apa? Ada orang meme man.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But What is the price to attain all this?
Loss of humanity.
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end.
Itu dia punya bayaran.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream.
Yep.
Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending.
Kau diam kau dengan transcending kau.
Blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
Orang dah bagi tahu banyak kali dah benda ni escape. Orang Sunday ni tak faham tu. Afang.
But there is no shame
Sepak
in
muka
escape.
tu.
On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature.
It's not like that.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all. But unlike you, I live for the self.
Yep. Individual making choices for themselves is their birthright. Semua orang layak buat keputusan sendiri kan. Kita boleh kontrol orang tu, tapi pada masa yang sama kita kena bagi dia pilihan sendiri.
It is not up to another.
True. Firefly top tier.
You also view me as weak?
Ben.
Because I don't think so.
Yep.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally
Ya, kita orang pun tak
give
setuju.
our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed.
Alright, choice-nya simple je. Alright, simple saja. Choice-nya alright, dot logo.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know. But I feel a sense
Misha Mikael.
The realm within a dream bubble. This was Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha.
Lapar lah pula, sekejap. Ambil roti sekejap
I don't know much about
Sekejap,
dream
sabar
bubbles.
Misha. Lapar lah
If
pula.
you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct. Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death.
Oh, yelah, tempat ni, okay.
Now is dormancy.
Dormancy.
Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
All right, but there are doors all over the place.
I guess... maybe this way?
Alright, aku rasa aku end kat sini. Alright, apa ni? Pause and save. Alright. Pause and save. Okay. Kita akan sambung nantilah sebab dah pukul 5 dah aku nak solat semua kan. Memang aku expect panjang pun sebab aku pun dengar dialog kan. Bukan aku skip sebab aku macam nak layan story dia. Ya, bye-bye semua. Thank you. Kita jumpa part 2 nantilah. Kalau aku rasa nak sambung story. Tak apa, kita nak rush buat apa kan. Kita ada banyak hari lagi kan. Okay, bye.